loyal fans and subscribers, Ninamori Fanboy here with the PBF Season 3 Week 2 battle against my cousin/rival Tyler, aka coach of the Dallas Staryus. So, as you can see, I brought the team that I mentioned I would bring in my team builder, and he brought a team that I kind of expected, containing the T-Tar Excadrill combo, Noivern, Jellicent, Celebi, and Crobat. Like I said, pretty much what I expected. I thought maybe, I don't even remember what else I thought he might have bring. I do know I didn't expect Umbreon, and he didn't bring that, so, I mean, that doesn't even matter. But this is the team he brings, this is the team I bring. Looking at his team, I wasn't sure what he'd lead with. I kind of felt maybe either Celebi to get up rocks, or possibly Noivern to threaten me out and then go for U-turn. Looks like I led with Sceptile, which does badly against both of those, so I don't know why I chose to lead with Sceptile, but as you can see, it's not going to work out nicely for me because he ends up leading with Crobat. And obviously this threatens me, so I'm just going to Mega Evolve and Protect, expecting him to, like, U-turn out or something. Maybe Brave Bird if he thinks I'm going to stay in. And I do stay in, because now I'm faster than his Crobat, provided he's not Scarfed. And he's definitely not Scarfed, you guys, because he goes right for a nasty plot. So here I got a few options. I can go out to my Empoleon to try to wall this thing, but I'll probably fail. Or I can just get a little bit of damage and sack my Sceptile turn 2. I, as you can see, opted for the latter because I wanted my Empoleon at as much health as I could get, just, you know, to check Tyranitar a little better. And I can just go out to my Lapras and revenge kill this thing with Ice Shard. So that's what I chose to do. Fortunately, it worked out well because he had Life Orb on that, so the chip damage might have mattered. Now, though, he goes out to Celebi. And I debated actually going for Freeze Dry here, but I opted to just go out to my Empoleon, you know, to try to either burn this thing or something. Get up my own rocks, probably. He goes for Leech Seed on me. Doesn't really matter. I'm just getting up my Stealth Rock. And, okay, did I say Scald? Because I definitely don't do that because he has that Jellicent in the back that he can go out to at any minute, which I definitely expected him to do against my Empoleon, because, you know, it can obviously pretty much wall it. It resists Water Steel and the occasional Ice Beam, or whatever I would go for. So, looking at his team, I figured Granbull was the most expendable. He actually goes for a double Leech Seed, nice prediction, but he ends up missing. Doesn't matter, though, because Giga Drain does so much damage to Granbull. But Play Rough does a lot of damage right back, and I get an unnecessary attack drop. Goes for Giga Drain again, almost takes out my Granbull. Recovers quite a bit with that Giga Drain. But like I said, I'm just trying to get a little chip damage to hopefully come back in and revenge kill with an Ice Shard. So I lost 2 Pokemon already, so not very good. But this is kind of what I need to do because Stealth Rock is up, so my Talonflame switches are limited. And I forgot I don't actually have Roost on it. Fortunately, even though I have an item, I'm holding a Salac Berry. That way, like I said, I can get Natural Gift Fighting. Even though I had an item, I was able to KO him with Acrobatics. Now this was pretty obvious, and I'm kicking myself still for it. The switch out to my Empoleon or Lapras is very, very easy to make. So I should have stayed in and went for Swords Dance to bait him to go for a non-Will-O-Wisp, because now he just burnt my Lapras for free. He's thinking that I'm, you know, Dragon Dance or something because I revealed the Ice Shard. But like I mentioned, I am in fact mixed with Freeze Dry. And Freeze Dry is going to be a 2-hit KO against this Jellicent, so I'm just going to continue to go for Freeze Dries until I take this thing out. But like I said, that burn on me is really going to cost me. I definitely should have done that, but at the same time, it wasn't really worth the risk, in my opinion, because I kind of needed Talonflame. Like, if I was wrong about that prediction, it would have really put me in the back, and I was kind of already in the back. just because of that turn 1. But like I said, I'm just going to continue to go for freeze dry. These next couple turns is nothing other than him going for recover and me going for freeze dry. Absolutely nothing else changes. I get a few crits here and there, but it doesn't matter unless I get 2 crits in a row. He's still going to be able to recover up to enough to survive every time. Like I said, unless I got 2 crits in a row, which, spoiler alert, does not happen. So he is pretty much able to wall my Lapras. Like I said, really unfortunate that I opted to play safe and go right into Lapras instead of making the play I wanted to make. But like I said, the risk was just too high in my opinion. Oh wow, I thought that was another crit, but it wasn't. But yes, this happens until he kills my Lapras from nothing other than burn. Actually, I think the very last turn he attacks me, but looking at the damage, I would say about 5 more turns until something actually happens. So, in the meantime, not much to narrate. So, what's been going on with you guys? Just sitting here watching this battle, this Lapras firing off freeze dries against Jellicent as it recovers and watches my Lapras burn to death. Pretty entertaining. Jellicent goes for another recover. And I might actually crit him again right here. I do get kind of lucky with the crits, but okay, for one, they don't matter because, like I said, he's able to recover it off anyway, because he can just continue to recover, you know, indefinitely. Well, not indefinitely. He only has 10 recovers, I think. But not only that, in a situation like this, if you just keep recovering, you're bound to get crit eventually. That's why, you know, a lot of people tend to avoid a situation like this unless you're mega slow, bro. That way you can't be crit. But, like I said, it didn't even matter, and if it did, it's like there's nothing I can do about it. He's literally sitting there and recovering until I die from burn, so there's nothing like either of us can do about it, but like I keep saying, it doesn't matter. I keep repeating myself, I'm discovering, because, you know, the battle is kind of doing the same. I think I get a crit right here. Maybe not. Maybe I don't. I thought I got 2 crits during this. Maybe I already got them, because I'm pretty sure he finally attacks me right here. Maybe not. Yep, another recover. And I definitely don't crit him right here, because if I did, that might have mattered, because that would have put him significantly lower than half health. Oh wow, I did crit him. But that's, okay, I'm still not even going to, I'm sorry that this part's so long. I was considering speeding this part up, but there is significant things that I can say during this, so I'm not even gonna, you know, bother speeding this up, because there's some few things that I would like to say, like the fact that I'm stalling him out of recovers, which could also be quite beneficial. As you can see, he's slowly getting back to where he was. Like, at the end of the day, he's going to be at half health regardless, unless I crit him twice in a row, which, like I mentioned, probably 20 times already, does not happen. And now I think he finally just, nope, guess not, recover again. I know eventually he takes me out with a Shadow Ball, but not before I think I drain all 10 of his recovers, unless he used PP ups and maxes, because that was his 10th recover. I was actually counting, and that was his 10th one, so if he used PP ups and maxes, he had more, but if not, that was his last one, which meant that my Starmie can eventually put in work against it, and eventually is going to be right now, because he finally does just go for Shadow Ball and take me out. So we can finally get past that. I'm sorry you had to put up with all that, but neither one of us could really change what we were doing in there, or else, you know, we'd risk, you know, a lot of momentum. So that just had to play out that way. If you're still watching, thank you. But okay, Now I get a crit with Starmie, and this mattered in the fact that he didn't get any damage on my Starmie, but I am a bulky Starmie, so I doubt a Shadow Ball would have taken me out. So I'm pretty sure I would have been able to 2-hit KO his Jellicent right there, especially considering crits only do 1.5 times damage. So it didn't matter really, because as you can see, one crunch is going to be able to take me out. I was hoping to burn him right here. I debated rapid spinning the rocks away and, trying to get a burn. I went for the burn because I felt, since I'm bulky, if I can burn him, then maybe I can live a crunch. And he actually went for Rock Polish instead of Dragon Dance, so I didn't know if I would live this, because, like I mentioned, I have max HP. But Mega Tyranitar is significantly stronger than regular Tyranitar, so one crunch is definitely going to be able to take me out, even at neutral. So here I go into my Empoleon, go for Scald again, or Protect first, to get rid of Sand Turns. And he fortunately can't really switch out, because if he goes out to Excadrill, it comes in on a Scald, potentially gets burnt. If he goes out to Noivern, he can't really do much to me. So he has to stay in, go for Earthquake, and because he's at neutral, he can't OHKO me, and I'm able to get off a Scald and get another crit. Now, I thought that crit was bad for me, because that just gave him more Sand Turns, like right now, to go into Excadrill. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You'll see it doesn't matter because, if you saw my team building video, I have Aqua Jet. And he doesn't know that at this point. But I had Aqua Jet, so that crit didn't matter either. But like I said, I thought it did, but it didn't, because I can protect and get rid of that turn of sand. I suppose I could have been at a little higher HP, but it wouldn't have done any difference, because I can do like 30 to 40% to Excadrill with one Aqua Jet as he takes me out. He probably would have taken me out from full, so it doesn't matter. And now, thanks to Life Orb, he's at half health. So my plan here is to go into Talonflame, use Natural Gift Fighting, and then Acrobatics on the Noivern, because it'll come in at 75%. But that is not what happens, because I come in with 1 health left. I end up eating my Citrus Berry before I can use Natural Gift, and I have to use Flare Blitz in order to take out the Excadrill, which means that if I had Flame Charge instead, I could have taken it out. Then I could have used Acrobatics on the Noivern, but as you can see, the Flare Blitz recoil took out my Talonflame, and he still had his Noivern, which, like I said, would have came in at 75%. But after doing some calcs, I see Acrobatics does like 50 to 60% to Noivern. I thought Acrobatics would have taken it out, but it didn't, so I still would have lost anyway unless I got another crit, which could have happened. But I think, I definitely made some mistakes in this game. From the lead Sceptile, I just really thought he would lead Celebi, to get up rocks as early as possible, try to pressure me to Rapid Spin. But he led Crobat and then predicted nicely, went for Nasty Plot on my Protect. I don't know how he knew I'd have Protect. He probably felt I would switch, but, I don't know what he had for Empoleon, if, that was my wall to Crobat. But either way, like I said, I made significant mistakes and ended up losing, but I think I did. At the end of the game, beginning to middle, I thought I lost, but towards the end I was starting to felt I could maybe come back a little. But then after calcing the Noivern to Acrobatics damage, I knew that, I still would have lost. But either way, good battle, Ty. I'm glad that, you're doing better than me in your first season, so, good for that. But I got major ground to cover in these upcoming weeks. I'm already 0 wins and 2 losses and 2 weeks into the PBF, so I got some major work to do. So look for some I don't even know, some serious preparation, and hopefully with that implemented I'll reverse this losing streak. But until then, thank you for watching this video and have a good day. Also make sure to check out my cousin / rival Tyler in the description.